All right, moving on to part 2 of 2026 ClearCorrect Clinical Preferences Case Submission. Make sure you listen to point 1 first because we went over everything up to this point. Now we're going to go over a few more things. If you're following along in your ClearCorrect portal, we are actually moving back up to clinical preferences. Friendly reminder, we already went over movement velocity. You have to make sure you change your movement velocity to 0.2 and 2 degrees, and then 1 week per step. That's at the top, that's cut off. Okay, in terms of IPR timing, I think I told you guys, I don't like to do my IPR at step 1. It's too much for delivery for me, but you can. I don't really care. I don't care about that 0.5. Let's see where to go. Yeah, we did that. We're going to switch that to 0.2, 1 week, right? I like to move my IPR to step 3, up to you. You may want to decrease your IPR. I mean, obviously, I'm not doing IPR on kids. I am doing it on adults. The amount I'm going to do on the adults is going to depend on the age of the patient, where the nerve is, the tooth structure, the tooth morphology. I'm probably going to keep it at 0.5. I don't know. But I mean, I'm going to manually tell them something else. Expansion, I like second molar to second molar. I want a nice U-shaped arch form. Do not give me some lopsided arch form, no. And I want a lot of expansion, but again, I'm going to do a lot on younger people and I'm going to do probably none on older people. Unfortunately, ClearCorrect does not allow you to integrate the CBCT yet into the plan. That's an issue for me. You can use, I don't think you can't use Invisalign if you're setting up a ClearCorrect case, but if you have a CBCT, you can just get smart and learn how to read it. So, that's how that is. That being said, okay. Smile arc, I'm fine with all the defaults there. I think those are all fine. In terms of the Bolton, oh shoot, the Bolton one is cut off. Okay, let me tell you about Bolton. That's really the last one that we didn't cover. So Bolton, there are a couple of defaults. I don't really care for any of the defaults. Usually the default I use is for adults in Invisalign is to add IPR to the opposing arch. They don't have that as a default. And then for kids, I have leave spaces on the top. So they have leave spaces distal to upper laterals, leave spaces distal to upper canines, leave equal spaces mesial and distal upper laterals, use custom instructions. You might want to say use custom instructions for that. Let's see what else. And then, yeah, I don't care about the engager. So that's pretty much it for the second part. They have this whole, it looks like they have a clinical preferences for their monitoring app. I didn't even know they have their own monitoring app. I thought they're using DM. So I have never used the ClearCorrect monitoring app. If you're using it, let me know. All right, thanks.